Oh, I gotta look more into the Bible, dude. I did not know that.
Yeah,
He was whipping a slave, huh?
whipping a slave, and he's like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
So he killed that nigga, and then he got banned from Egypt, right?
Yeah, he got banned. Well, he went away from Egypt.
Oh, he ran away. Yeah, he ran away because he was like before that anyone could find out.
Yeah, so Gentiles is the Christian to be the first to convert to the faith.
The first Christians, huh?
Yeah, first Christians.
Oh, so they were the good guys, huh?
Yeah, they're the good guys. So they're not Jewish, actually.
Oh, so the
so
Jewish
like
people.
You and me, in a way.
Oh.
We're the person who are spiritual. We're kind of talking about, hey, what you're doing is wrong. What did you say, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should follow our law, the Moses law. That's what the Jews were saying, right? The Jews.
Do you think people were stupider? You think people who were woke, dude, were stupider back then, bro? Because, right, if I think about it, right, the way I move, bro, I like to move and dress and act, dude, so no one knows, like the kind of person I am, So, like, people don't know, like, the kind of food I eat, the kind of thoughts I think, the kind of way I live my life, Because I just think if people knew more, I think that they would, like, try to, I don't know, I just feel like they would be, like people, if people really knew how I felt spiritually about things, I feel like they would have much more of a aversion. It would be difficult more to talk to them. But also, I feel like this is why I say, like, do you think people in the back days were like stupider, bro? Because I feel like if people were woke back then, right, they would go on the street and be like, "Bro, you guys gotta hear about this, dude." You're like, dude, you know what I'm saying?
So there was this dude. I'm surprised he said that. He was a white pastor back in the early 1900s. He said that Jesus was black. It was a white pastor. He's like, you white people think Jesus is white? No, because when I went back in the Bible, and there was a guy. He was a soldier, right? He was whipping Jesus. It's the same way how we were slave back in our days. The black slaves were getting whipped by these white folks, right? So think about it. Why would the white people whip their own kind, right? Doesn't make any sense. Because that's just my opinion of how I saw how it looked like back in the day. So Jesus was so black. Well, I wouldn't say black. He was brown, like your skin color, right? Or the Indian skin color, right? So why would they whip a white man? Because they ever think Jesus is white, right? That's the white folks, or the Christian says he's white, whatever. The church says he's white. You know what I'm saying? And what I've noticed, if they kill Jesus, it has to be a white. He has to be black. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point, yeah.
You get what I'm saying, bro? Because why would they kill their own kind? If I was white, right, and you think other white men trying to kill me for believing what I'm doing, no, they're gonna like, yo, bro, let's do it, bro. Let's come up with a code, bro.
They would have been like, let's try to control everybody.
Right? But a black would be like, let's all get together. Doesn't matter if he's white, yellow, black, doesn't matter what color he is, right? So it's dude. I'm telling you, that's the reason why churches are saying the most ridiculous shit, bro. It's like they don't preach the Bible, because the Bible is the red pill. I consider the Bible the red pill. It tells you everything about what you need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever feel like they should?
But she's white. But yeah,
I'll be the judge. I'll be the judge of that.
I know she's looking at the crazy dress, but anyway, yeah, bro, it was just like crazy to me.
Oh, she a hoe, dude. I can tell from a mile away. She had those glasses on. She's a hoe, dude. Do you ever think that? Oh, here, dude, I'm recording this, dude. Let's record this, bro. Dude, but do you ever think that the Bible should be rewritten in like more layman's terms, bro? Like, because I kind of feel you, bro. Like the Bible, I do feel like it has a lot of secret truths, but that's just the thing. I feel like it's so secret and it's written so like encrypted,
right? That
like most people don't pick up on what it's saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what people don't understand is the Bible was written by prophets that witnessed what happened, that was there. But yeah, I mean, we could say the Bible was written by man, right? Yeah, that's facts. That's true. But I wouldn't say they were regular men. They were prophets. They witnessed in those days where Jesus was getting beaten. When Jesus was, praying, he got arrested, or when they compare Jesus with Barabbas, the guy who's like he killed so many people, and they let him go free just to condemn God, Jesus, because he was just praying in the temple or praying in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you and I right now. It's like you and I. I'm not saying we're God, but we like the epiphany of what Christ want us to look like, because we are Christ, because we have Christ inside of us, right? So when we're trying to change the world, people, when we're trying to change young black men to be like, hey, you gotta be the best version of yourself. Stop chasing women. Stop listen to what the government and social media is telling you, but start chasing excellence. Start chasing to be the best version of yourself, bro. They're gonna go against that. They're gonna cancel us, right?
Damn, bro. Jesus was red pill, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus back then, just in his words,
Yeah,
he was just saying shit like, bro, be the best version of yourself, bro.
that's it, bro.
Don't go for the pussy, dude. He was literally hanging out with fucking prostitutes. He wasn't even fucking, dude.
Exactly. So he was like, like he changed lives to a point, because that's just my opinion. That's just our opinion, right? Of thinking back, it's like, why would a man get beaten by a white man? You know what I'm saying? Dude, when he was carrying the cross, I don't know if you know the story. When Jesus was carrying the cross, because he was about to get hanged, right? He wanted to like hang this dude, crucify him, right? And he fell down. It was a African man came to help him to carry the cross. It was a black man, darker than I was, came to help. So you telling me that Jesus is white, bro? No, there's no way. Because if he's out there telling he had 12 followers. Those 12 followers, they were brown skin, like the Indians, like
Oh, the
your skin color,
disciples.
the disciples,
Yeah.
right? Like, think about it, bro. And they were, and obviously, you know, it's just like nowadays. Now let's forward everything, right? Let's forward everything. You know how black men are fear of putting content and telling history and telling them try to be better of themselves, be better version of themselves, because it's the fear, because the white people oppress us, right? They oppress us from having our own business, or getting a loan from a bank to start a business, because we always get rejected, right? Think about it. It's the same way that happened in the when Christ came along, and he's like, okay, I got 12 people. I want to change a lot. I want to get more than 12 disciples. I want to get the whole world to change and shit. And when he was able to tap to every nigger mind, bro, they're like, we gotta stop this dude. He's becoming like changing how they think, because it's not how we want them to think. We want them to be a sheep. We want to be brainwashed, right? But Jesus was like, no, let's have them be themselves. Let's have them pursue me, so I can show them, like to be there. I'm listening to Richard Cooper. I've been listening to Richard Cooper lately, guys.
Shout out Richard Cooper.
Okay, and he called this. He has a book called The Unplugged Alpha. So you have two choices, right?
Unplugged Alpha.
Yeah.
Is that like a play on the Matrix?
Yeah. So he has unplugged. You say he can either plug back and live in a fake fantasy world where you just doing the same thing and repeat, right? Or you can unplug yourself and find out the truth and see where it takes you. All right.
That's a cool name, though. I wish we came up with that, bro.
Yeah.
Unplugged Alpha. That sounds like a cool name for a channel. Is that his channel name?
That's his channel name. Like that, he wrote a book. It's a book that he wrote called The Unplugged Alpha, and he has a podcast on it too. And I've been listening to him a lot. And listening to him, having me going back to Christianity, like God is trying to change he was trying to change the world. Okay, I wouldn't say, okay, let's go back to Andrew Tate, right? He got canceled because he was changing a lot of young men who were betas and simps, right? Trying to get them to be an alpha or omega, so whatever the case is. And he was also having them to chase excellence, to be a better version of themselves, to chase success, right? Instead of chasing these girls who just a nobody. Because females, they don't know shit. They're dumb. I'm gonna be honest with you. Women are not the smart. They mature faster physically, but mentally, they're the most slowest dumb. You can ask. I was watching a podcast, Fresh and Fit, right? And the question they asked, the dude who, I think the guy who was running the Fresh and Fit podcast. I forget his name. You remember his name?
Which one?
The guy Fresh and Fit, like the owner of Fresh and Fit. But you
The
guys
guy
know
with the beard.
he's bald.
And
He has a buzz cut. He has a little buzz.
he like does the computer
You know his name?
behind the scene, right?
No, he's not behind the scene. He's always asking the females question. But anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about.
I think Chris or something.
Something okay.
Dude with a hat all the time, right?
No, he's no. He doesn't wear hat. He doesn't wear hat at all. He's like the actual.
Oh, Myron.
That's his name.
The dude with like the long ass nose, right?
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the dude who looks like Indian or something.
Yeah.
Myron, yeah.
Okay, so and he asked one of these girls like, well, "What are the characteristics of a high value man?" And one of the girls raised her hand and says money, right? Like that's not a characteristics of a man.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's not a characteristic.
You know
That's
what
just
I'm
a
saying?
fucking material thing.
It shows it. You know, it comes to shows you like how women is not really educated. They could have 5 degrees. They're not gonna be educated in a way because they don't understand what a man's needs and wants. So going back to what I was saying earlier, it's like, you know, we're trying to change. Like Jesus was trying to change the world to be change the man. That's why he comes for the man. So God come for the man. I'm gonna say the black man. I'm gonna say all men. You all gonna say it's all men. Fine, whatever. But in my opinion, I'm gonna say he came to save black men for a reason, right? To have them to be aware of what's happening around them, all right? Because
Damn, bro.
Okay, so you know, so
dude, I'm not saying like
that's why I said the Bible. If you read the Bible, it is a red pill. If you don't understand, if you go back and read the Bible, it's a red pill. You're gonna understand everything about it. It's gonna tell you in Proverbs. It's gonna tell you about young men what to do and what not to do. It talks about prostitute, a woman who's a prostitute who's married, okay, who her husband was away on vacation, and she's out here in the street getting run to by these young niggas and having falling.
Yeah, these biblical time fuck
You don't have them have, you know, she trapped all these niggas and they've been falling to destruction, destroying themselves, right? Inside. And then, you know, and then next thing you know, she's just to toss them out in the trash after. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta think. It's this thing's been going on since Christ was walking as man and trying to change it. And what they did, they crucified him. They hanged this man.
Dude,
right?
Basically getting crucified back then was the equivalent of getting canceled today, bro.
Exactly. You know how they cancel Andrew Tate?
Dude, because I don't know why I never thought about this. Because literally think about it like this, right? When you get crucified, it's not just in a fucking shack in the back of nowhere in the middle woods. It's in the fucking main center of the public. Because intentionally they want everyone to see how much pain and torture and how bad it is to do the shit that you were doing. When you get canceled, it's the same thing. They cut you off so that everyone can know, don't do what this nigga was doing, bro, or you're going to get fucking canceled, bro.
Right.
And now it's just illegal to kill people. Bro, dude, that's crazy, though. I never thought about, like Jesus. I'm not even a religious dude, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even, like, Christian or, like, Muslim or anything. But it's like, dude, Jesus basically was, like, if Jesus was alive today, bro,
he was an alpha.
Dude, he'd first be an alpha. You know? He'd be in the manosphere community,
and he was an alpha and an omega. You know, because not only no, for real, bro. Because the reason why I'm saying that,
dude, what does that mean though? What is omegas?
So omega is like when you have this high power in your hand that you could like change, but you can change people's mind by talking to them by using a simple word. Just like that, I could say, "Follow me," and you're like, "Holy shit!" It's like, okay, I hate to bring this up, right? Like, think about it. If you guys watch Attack on Titan, when Eren was like into his dad's head, do it, turn and kill these bastards, right?
Yeah, he was like right next,
right?
to him.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's like, you're weak. You gonna let them talk to you that way?
He's like, get
up, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like a message hitting your brain. A part of your brain inside of your brain just click. It you just unplug from whatever it is that you were like dreaming about or fantasizing about, because all I see it's an illusion. We live in a matrix to a point where nothing is real. Like they say, it's okay. So it's okay to be feminine guy. It's okay to cry. It's okay not to fight. It's okay, to be sad. It's okay to have emotional. It's okay to be emotional, and this is all bullshit. It's all lies to make us weak, to make us feminine as men, so that we can't stand and fight for ourselves or fight for together, because they don't want us to be together. They want us to be separated, right? And that's what Jesus was trying to do. He's trying to bring all men back together. It's like, hey guys, we're stronger together.
Dude, the crazy thing is, Jesus was talking about emotional control, dude,
Exactly,
and
bro.
not outbursting. Like, I don't know how I never saw
Yeah,
that,
he
dude.
said, "Have patience, have grace. Don't let anger take over you." He said, he in the Bible. How many times does anger pops up in every chapter, in every topic? Anger probably pop up about 15. I don't even know how many times, but it pops up every time you read the Bible.
And he
He's
was
like
talking about like
control.
forgiveness,
He's,
dude, and understanding. Like,
he
to
said,
me,
go ahead.
that's like even the most alpha shit. Like, I'm not even trying, but like on a level of being like a little bit detached. I don't want to say like, but like it's almost like there's not a story of Jesus being like, oh, vengeful spirit, or like trying to get revenge or
Right.
something. It's more of being like, dude, I understand what you did, bro. It's okay, dude. There's deeper shit, dude. There's more important shit I need to do. Like, for me, the most, like, if you were gonna get like, I don't know, Omega, dude. I've never heard that, but the Omega shit, because I didn't know that's like, to get to that level. That's like almost transcending the whole
Yeah,
game, bro.
that's what the
You know?
Omega is, because he was able to transcend and change everybody's thoughts, how they talk. Pretty much, he just changed them to be unplugged. Like, hey, you've been living a lie. I'm gonna show you the truth. That's what it was. God showed them the truth. Not only he tell the truth, but he showed them, and they're like, holy shit,
Do you think
this is crazy.
Jesus was the first person in history to give the red pill, to be able to administer the red pill?
Absolutely, he was. You know what I'm saying? He was the first man who walked in Earth. He was just a man, just like us guys, right? So, if you guys don't know, like, I gotta go back with my Bible. Obviously, I got, I'll bring, I'll be. So once I go back reading and have more knowledge onto, because I want to speak on that a little bit more in the next, in the next couple months, and let you guys know what really happened down the road. What, how he was able to change the world to the way it becomes now. And it's even worse because now he's gone. Now they change it back to being plugged back to the matrix, right? Because now we're falling into this, because there's social medias and Instagram, TikTok, all these things are changing our mind. And if you don't learn, understand yourself, it's like what your Cooper said. Like, I haven't like really read his book yet. I haven't really. I'm gonna buy his book, or But the one thing that caught me is that he's like, you do have a choice. There's two pills. That's what the matrix is. You have the red pill, you have the blue pill. The red pill is you want to find out the truth and want to know where it could lead you, or you can just plug back like a robot and start living a repeat of your life.
Mm.
You get up every morning, you brush your teeth, you go to work, come back home, eat, sleep, and repeat, right? Or you could just be excellent, be great, and then pretty much work your butt off to become the person that you've meant to become. Because we all have a plan. God created us with a plan and purpose, and if we're not following that, then our mind are easier to be brainwashed, are easier to be tricked, and also it's easier to put people, easier for anybody to put spells on you, right? That's how easy it is, because you're just living a lie, and we don't know that. I hate to bring this up, but at the same time, on my, if you guys been watching our old videos, I always come and help the young black man, because I feel like because we fell into drugs, we drop out of college and we're in the street acting for change. Like most black men, most young black men I've seen, even the older one too, they're in the street being broke, talking to themselves, knocking my window on my car, asking me if I have $1 or a quarter,
Yeah.
and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I barely see any white man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the white man, I see them. Don't get me wrong, but majority of them are black. You know, like he could be basically be my uncle. He could basically be my
That could be like our dad, or
or
like,
dad, or grandpa. You
like
know
a
what I'm saying?
cousin or
You
something.
know what I mean? Like, I see this dude. I was driving by, and I was driving by in downtown, and this dude was just like, you. over there, you there, just like that. For like I watched him for 10 minutes, 10 minutes, bro.
Yeah, it's
And,
kind of
and then
sad seeing
and
that
then
stuff,
he
you know.
just like, and then next thing you know, his brain just tapped, and he was like, just like that. It's like he's completely lost.
He's gone. It's like he's gone, bro.
He's gone, completely gone, bro. And then it's just I
That's
don't know.
just sad, bro.
It's a sad world we live in.
It's sad to see someone who looks like you, bro,
We can't do
and
anything
then
about it.
and it's even sadder. The saddest thing I think that most black people don't pick up on, and the reason why it's so sad when you see black people on the street is because you're not. I feel like most black people are asleep in today's, in at least in America. But probably I'll say even I'll go ahead to even speak for the world. When you know, like the only thing sadder than when you see that is when you see that and you're like awake, bro.
Yeah.
And you see like, oh damn, bro, like this nigga got fucked up because all the powers that be. This nigga got fucked up because all the chemicals in the environment. This nigga got fucked up because all the like miseducation. This thing got fucked up because all the negative energy growing up that his family and his peers and all the people around him were given. This nigga got fucked up because his community was disenfranchised by like a bigger power. You know what I'm saying? And that's just sad. It's like maybe some of you guys can relate to this, but it's like when you know it's almost like when you know someone's answer or you know what would help somebody heal, but you don't really you're not their Jesus, you know? You're not on the level where you can change their mind and open their mind because some people it's gonna take a very select kind of person or a different, very unique kind of person for that. And I'll say this to you guys, you know, it's not your responsibility to save that person. But as someone who sees it frequently and as someone who has honestly tried to save, it's kind of like it's disheartening sometimes, and it kind of hits home a little bit more when it's someone who looks like you, because you're like, damn, that could have been me, bro. That's how I think sometimes. I'm like, damn, that could have been me, dude, and it just makes you want to kind of go, like persevere a little, dude. I just feel like I don't know, going back to the whole Jesus thing, bro. I just feel like I don't know, dude. I do. I never thought about it like that way. I do. I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think that there was probably persons who were awake or waking people up before Jesus. I just think probably no one was as strong as him. And I think that before him, it wasn't like the whole Matrix or it wasn't everyone wasn't so asleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like way before Jesus' time. Like think about even when we were in the jungle, bro. There was no Matrix.
Right.
There was just the fucking trees
Right.
and pussy, bro, and you know what I'm saying? And just the shit we were naturally meant to do. Then came along like Roman people and Greek people and all these crazy democracies and whatever. I gotta show you something actually about that after. Um, but literally, dude, I think that it wasn't needed. I think probably God sent Jesus, whatever it may be. And I'm like I keep saying, I'm not Christian, I'm not religious and anything. I just think that in that time, Jesus was probably sent or needed by whatever powers that you believe in, you know, to kind of break that mold because it was almost like it's either this or the Matrix forever, dude, you know? And so he needed to be sent in that time to shake shit up and fucking administer that red pill. And which is crazy because imagine Jesus doing like a fucking self-improvement channel on fucking YouTube like us, bro.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean, I think Jesus would have done it if technology was there back in the what 1600.
He would have been like streaming. Yeah, that would have been crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like he would have just, like you mentioned that before Jesus there was a God, right? So this God, yes, there was a God. Same God, Jesus Christ. Right? But he was a spirit, so you couldn't see him, right? And he was, people who believe in God, or trust in him. Well, he was in a message, whether like Moses with the burning bush, or or Noah, hey, with the vision, I'm gonna like fill this earth with water, and I'm gonna cleanse it. Can you build a boat? You know what I'm saying? And whoever who wants to come in it can come in it. I'm gonna give everybody the message, or the dude who got swallowed by a whale because he's trying to run away from God. Because God says you need to go to the city, save. Oh, I forgot his name. Jeremiah. No. So there was a dude who go against God. He's a guy. You know what? Forget you. I ain't doing your work. I'm not doing your deeds. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Next thing you know, he got in the water, he tried with his boat. You just well came and swallowed that dude and tossed him back, back to the shore.
Was that Moby Dick?
No,
Yeah, no, I don't even know, dude. I gotta read more.
You know, but what I'm trying to say is that, so people were in tune when we're listening to a person with a physical body. It's a spirit, right? So it's kind of hard. It's like, oh, okay, I'll do that. So is he gone? Hello, you gone? Okay, I'm gonna go back do my own thing.
Yeah, it's harder to like. It's harder to like.
So it's harder to
life,
keep them in check, right? It's harder to have them to focus to what the Holy Spirit or God Himself wanted them to do. That's the reason why He sent His Son, Jesus Christ, as a human being, like a man like us. Oh shoot, this guy can do miracles. Oh my God, this guy can really speak clearly. His communication is effectively and getting through these people, like especially the people who were like brainwashed.
They're like, it's definitely harder to believe, you know, if it's not a real person.
Because you need a physical body, a physical person. And nowadays, you don't need that no more because you have the pastors, which I hate to say this though, but they are majority of pastors that I've met. They say they preach, but they don't walk what they're preaching.
They're simps, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Majority of pastors are simps.
They're out here, taking money, having a 4 or 5 family home, driving a nice, beautiful car, going on vacation. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, who you helping? You're not even helping your community, but you're collecting money from these poor souls of people who think they know the Bible, who think they believe or know God or know Jesus, right? So, like I was saying, like going back to sum up to what I said earlier, like Jesus become white pill. Jesus is still in today's age a white pill, and he was back then. That's the reason why he had these followers. Like, you think there was at least half of the world followed Jesus when he was alive. To a point, they're like, you know what, we're gonna kill this dude. We're gonna kill him and tell you guys he is not who he said he is. We're gonna crucify this nigga. We're gonna kill this nigga. We're gonna be like, whip this dude, and we're gonna show you this dude. He's not the Messiah. He's not the Alpha. He's not the Omega. So they're like, all right. And then look at guys, we killed him now. So they killed Jesus. Now let him see if he can come back from the dead. You know what I'm saying? But it was all planned out, obviously, because God says, I am going to die. I am going to leave you guys with my message. I'm going to leave you guys with all my knowledge that I've given you. I hope you spread it and unplug all these beta simps do. You know what I'm saying? But now we in 2022. We pretty much still plugged into the matrix and living a lie. Especially the women nowadays. Women are much easier prey to brainwash. Right? Think about it.
I will say this though. I think that Jesus coming, whatever it may be, I think that shook a couple of cracks in the foundation of the matrix, because there's still niggas like us out here who kind of like slipped through the cracks, so to speak.
Don't get me wrong. I was asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm not saying I was not asleep. I was asleep, like, for real. Like, I didn't gotta wait. I wasn't woke or unplugged till I was like, 26, 25, 26 years old. And then 4 years later, I'm like, shit. And like, I know so much to a point where I was this close to become black pill, to a point I was starting to hate women.
What's black pill?
It's like you're like way into red pill, you become black pill. Now women you don't care about women no more.
Oh damn! Like, your heart's like black.
You're just cold as ice.
Damn, black pill.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so you have to.
Never heard that before.
So you have to understand, like, not all women are bad. Obviously, not all women are the same, because there are a few. I'm not gonna say there's a lot. There's a few women out there, mostly aware women out there who are like feminine or who understand a man's needs and wants, who are tradition, who are a virgin, things like that. But majority of them are like, thoughts, hoes, whatever you want to call them. But
do you think majority around the world or majority in just first world countries?
In the Western world, the Western,
I agree
North
with
America. I would say, you know what I'm
Because I would
saying?
say the majority of women around the world aren't thoughts. I think that they're in other countries. If we can include all the countries of the world,
Right.
but I think in Western world for sure, I would
Yeah,
say
West.
probably 85
Yeah.
percent.
Oh, I would say 95%. I would say,
Damn.
honestly, bro. That's why I said there's only like a few of them who are not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like going back to what I'm saying, um, because you need to understand, like, women nowadays they want equal rights, right? They want equal rights. They want to be dudes. That's what they're saying. They want to be a guy. They want to be a man. You know, and that's when I'm going back to one of my topic that I had. Like, uh, is there such thing as alpha women? You know what I'm saying? It's like why you want to be a man so bad? It's like we're not gonna be don't let me, I don't care, like, bro, like, I don't get women think that being equal to a man, like, we're not equal to begin with. There's no such thing as equal, because one, if you were equal, we wouldn't want to be dating another dude. We want Why we want to date and fuck other dude?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
For
come and
real,
think
dude.
about it.
I'll pass.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Like, one wants to be equal so bad. Okay, cool. Now you're gonna be a dude. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have this masculine energy going out like that. You're gonna start cussing and not, cussing and fighting and put your hands on your man. Come on, like, and especially not us. Our strength is totally different from women.
Dude, I think that with the whole thing, I've never heard that before, black pill, dude. But I think that a lot of dudes have taken, a lot of dudes fall into the black pill, dude, because I mean, I think I've said this before on a other podcast, but it's not even just women. When something hurts your heart, it's you have like two choices, right? You have a choice to go numb because that you felt vulnerable, or you felt like you let something in that stabs you, right? And it's like you almost felt like it was your fault. So like the immediate action is I never will let something into me again like that, because I don't want to feel that sense of vulnerability. So you'll either wax cold, and like you're saying, like you'll just not think women are shit and like completely disregard women, or and this is like the much less common option, but you'll you'll start to realize like, okay, that person hurt me and that person was like a part of my journey, or that person was like a lesson for me. And I don't want to make someone else feel like the way that they made me feel.
Mm,
When a lot of times what happens in the first example is you'll get hurt, and then now because your heart waxes cold, you go out and hurt like a bunch of other girls. Or the girl, it happens both directions. But I just, as a man, I can speak to being a man more. And I kind of almost happened to me too, I feel like.
they
With
want you become black pill.
I was close to the black pill for sure, bro. I was definitely close to the black pill. After I felt like I got hurt, I felt like I got double crossed by the shorty one time. And I'll make a whole other video on that, what I'm saying, if you guys want to know about it. But yeah, seriously, I just feel like what happens is it becomes like this cycle. This cycle of like, this person hurt me, my heart waxes cold. Now I go hurt a bunch of other people, their hearts wax cold. And this is exactly what, and I keep coming back. I'm not religious, but this is exactly what Jesus would have wanted to avoid. You know,
Right.
this is exactly because it's not the cycle. The key with the Matrix is it's about breaking the cycle. It's about like all this programming and all this bullshit that's been put onto us when we're young. It's about, okay, I know that happened to me, and it hurts and it sucks that it happened to me, and sometimes it makes me feel sad. But at the same time, it's like, am I gonna do that to my kids? You know, am I gonna have raised my kid just because I got fucked up when I was a kid? Am I gonna have my kids be fucked up? And the cycle is like, the key with the Matrix is it. Think about it less of like you're detaching from the Matrix as like you're breaking the cycle. You're breaking this cycle, and I mean, I don't want to speak for fucking Jesus. I feel like that's like the last person you should put words in his mouth. But I feel like if Jesus was here to fucking stream live with us and shit, I feel like he would say something along the lines of like, bro, there's a cycle of hate and shit that's been perpetuated for not just hundreds or like that, probably thousands of years at this point. And he would probably say something like, dude, it's more important that we break through this cycle, dude, and we fucking forgive ourselves and forgive others, bro, and then just become the best version of yourself so that you like. I like to say this thing about myself, right? I don't really feel like I had too many like older male role models when I was growing up. And so what I aspire to is I want to be the kind of man that I would have loved to have in my life when I was growing up, you know? And so I don't know, something about that, like it makes me feel good about myself. You know, to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it if I didn't feel good about it or if it didn't make me feel good. But um, yeah, like I aspire, like I want to be the, I want to be the kind of person I wish I had when I was young, you know? And so like I feel like Jesus would probably say something along those lines. You know, he'd be like, dude, break the cycle, dude. Become the person, become the change you want to see, like everyone says, you know, become the change you want to see in the world, you know, become the person, the type of person who helps to push the world forward, you know, and helps to move past the narrative. This is like bigger than the cancel culture and like the red pill and all. It's like this is almost like a legacy or something, you know? Like this is almost like I feel like it's like a torch that's being passed down, you know, to be honest. And
But we dropped the torch because of what we watch on television, of what we see on Instagram, like social media, things like that. You know, it's funny because I was listening to a girl who was saying that how her boyfriend broke up with her because no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna mention any names actually. So I was listening to a podcast. The dude pop on saying that he's been dating this girl for about 3 years. Right? He didn't know this shorty had the side short. He had a side nigga, right? 3 years. This is 3 years. He was with this shorty. He was in love with her. You know, he was like going around showing her off, things like that. You know, she was a bit of a heavy side, so she started losing weight, and and she started posting, you know, bikini shots on Instagram. You know, typical, female, right? Because
classic, yeah.
it's just so classic. So you with this dude, taking you out, wine and dine your ass and shit, giving you free food, right? Providing and shit. But you over here posting pictures, and he's like, "Hey, can you not post pictures on the internet? Because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think,
for real.
I don't think the internet or the world should see you. Only me, only I should see you, your man, right?" She goes, "Oh, you're so insecure. You should trust me. You you should trust me.
Yeah, insecure, dude. If I had a nickel for every time girls called a dude with rational concerns insecure,
bro. It's like I don't get it. It's like I don't get it. You have a man who's taking care of providing and working and give you that security, but yeah, you tell him that he's insecure because you're posting naked pictures on the internet. Like how? What does that tell you? Well, like for me, I don't. Listen, you have two choices. If I have a shorty, right? Let's say I have a shorty. She's bad. She got Instagram. I'm gonna tell her to close the account, bro. Shut that shit off. I'm like, delete the account.
real
Delete the
same.
account and shit. Like you met me, you have naked pictures and shit, and I'm like, oh okay. I'm like, what do you want to do? You have two choices. You can either be with me, you can delete the account. I mean, obviously she's gonna go with, okay, I'm gonna keep the account. I'm not gonna be with you, right? So what she's gonna do? She's gonna go chase. Bless you. She's gonna chase these beta ass niggas, right? Those beta simps, dude, who's gonna allow her to post naked pictures, gonna allow her to walk over him and shit, right? It's like, why would you want to do that? It's like, for me, what I've noticed about females' nature is they are the most dumbest female I ever met in my whole entire life since I've been dating. Like I've like back then, like I'm a millennial, but I feel like I I understand. Like back then, it was totally different for me because women were receptive to whatever you want. I remember I was dating this chick in my 20s, right? She smoked weed. I didn't smoke weed, right? My cousin smoked weed, and my cousin's girl smoked weed. So my cousin's girl was throwing a party, and I invited her, the girl. She was really into me. She was like, "Yo, I really like you. I really like you. Like you're really a cool person. We should definitely hang out." And then somehow we become boyfriend and girlfriend because she want to know what are we, right? That's what she said. She said, "What are we? Are we, since you're fucking me, I think we should claim each other." I'm like, okay, cool. Like, why not? In my mind, back in my mind, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna play along. You know what I'm saying? So So we went to this party, right? There was weed everywhere. Like I'm telling you, this girl been smoking. She was like 16 years old. She was same age as me. I was younger than her. I was older than her actually. She was younger than me. I was 22, 23. She was like 19 and 20, right? So we went to the pool party. It was a pool party actually. My cousin offered weed. She said no. And then my cousin's girl offered weed. She said no. And then they're like, but you smoke weed. Why are you not smoking weed? She's like, well, my man here don't smoke weed, so I don't want to disrespect him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro.
So I'm like, you sure? And I was like, you sure you don't want to smoke? I was like, I don't mind you smoking if you want to smoke. I'll leave.
Did you mean that, or were you testing her?
I was testing her.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I'm like, you sure you don't want to smoke? Because I can leave and you do your thing. I can come back whenever you're done, whatever. She's like, nah, I don't want you to leave. Nah, I don't want to smoke. Like, I'm like, shit.
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Now, bitches, you tell a girl don't post naked pictures, and you're her man, right? And you tell her don't post naked pictures on the internet. I don't want I don't want guys to look at you. I won't be the only man to look at you.
Dude, I just think it's even deeper than that. I could care, like if we're walking on the street and guys are looking at my girl, it's not like, oh, dude, don't look at my girl. It's more like, it's not like, of course, other guys are gonna look if your girl's attractive. It's more about like, dude, why do you need the validation from other guys posting those bikini shots on online? Because the scary thing to me isn't the other guys looking; it's you looking at the other guys.
That's why I never believe a girl who she says she got a boyfriend. No, don't mean shit to me. You still single to me.
Yeah.
You still single. You got a boyfriend. You still single. Oh, I've been waiting for 4 years. You still single.
So
Bitch,
what?
What are you talking about?
What does a girl have to say for you to be like, oh no, she's taken?
If a girl said to me she's taking, I'm like, okay, how long you had that problem? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck you telling me? You're taking, but yet you over here seeking validation and attention from other men.
So like, is it? Because like, if a girl tells me she has the same thing, if a girl's like, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm like, you probably just don't think I'm that cute, or you just don't fuck with my energy, so you probably just want to make that. But
it's a whole test, man. It's a test.
What do you think that there's like an indication, or there's something about like because there's some girls they really are taken, like they really are like, and they're not just taken like they have a boyfriend, like this is the only dude they probably want to be with for the rest of their life.
I mean, back when I was in mid 20s, I should have even. I'm not part of it. I broke engagement, okay? Because Shorty was engaged to a man for almost 6-7 years.
Dude, you're a homewrecker, bro.
Nigga's
a homewrecker, bro.
And I had no idea. I smashed this Shorty.
Oh, she didn't tell you, huh?
She didn't tell me. So
that's not your fault then.
So I smashed her. We was just smashing. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, and I know her because of a friend, from a friend. And it's funny too. I used to work at a liquor store when I was in my mid 20s, and she used to come to the store buying liquor. And I'm like, man, she's cute, and the people I work with knows who she is. All right, I'm like, okay, cool. They know her. That's fine. I'm like, yo, she's cute. Nobody told me anything. So I just walk up to her. She was about 6-7 years older than me. I was like, all right. Cool. I talked to her. I said what I need to say. I was just being myself. I'm like, hey, you keep coming here. I think you're pretty. I find you very attractive. What's your name? My name is so and so. And she's like, oh, okay. And then we get together like for a whole 6 months. We were just smashing. And then it's funny when I came back, when I went to work, they're like, she doesn't come up here. What happened? I'm like, oh, I didn't say anything. I'm like, I don't know. Like I haven't heard from her after that. Like after 6 months, like she was MIA. She's completely disappeared on me. Like they're like, oh, the girl that used to come here always, I saw you was trying to get a holler at her, and did you get that number? And the other girl said, just so you know she has a man, right? You mean a boyfriend?
So she didn't even tell you, huh? You heard it from someone else.
Damn. And then they're like, and I was like, oh, she got a boyfriend? I'm like, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. No. It's not a boyfriend. She got a fiance. I'm like, a fiance? I mean, she didn't tell me that. They're like, really? You sure?
Damn.
You didn't see the ring? I'm like, right ring, I'm like,
damn, she takes her.
So I had no idea. But and the next thing you know, she came back. I remember 2-3 years later, she came back, and then I already had a girl, and I was already engaged to a shorty, right? 2-3 years later, and I saw on the internet posting that she was single, she's living life, having fun. And then and the funny thing is, I mean, I find it funny because she was like, "Oh, God first," but yet you were engaged to a whole man, but you were fucking with me, but I had no idea.
God,
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't understand. So
how dare you bring the name of God into this? You know what
because
I'm
I
saying?
would, if I knew, I would have been like, okay, okay, cool. I'm not 6 7 years. Okay, that's
You think
just.
you would have said no?
I would have said no on that because I respect a woman who's engaged. I respect a married woman. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, back in my day, bro, I probably wouldn't. I probably would have still done it, dude.
Because I was in my mid 20s and she was in her early 30s, 32, 33. You know, 35. It was just like, okay, so I'm like, so I went to message her. I'm like, should I message? I didn't message her honestly, but I thought about messaging her. I was like, you know what? I have a fiance. There's no point. You know what I'm saying? Because my girl was from Brazil at the time. One of the girl I was dating, and I was like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
I wish I knew, but now
That's on her though, bro.
it's crazy.
That's on her, dude. I mean, I guess you guys can decide too. Like, comment down below. If is that the girl's responsibility or is it the guy's responsibility to ask for? Like, are you engaged? Is there anyone? Even if he's not engaged, do you have anyone who will be mad that we're together? I've never asked that question before, to be honest.
Let me ask you this question: have you ever asked a girl if she has a boyfriend? I never asked a girl. I don't care.
Never.
If you're interested in me, I'm interested in you. I'm not gonna ask whether you had a boyfriend or if you're dating someone or if you're seeing someone.
The only
I'm
time a
not.
girl has told me she has a boyfriend is when I ask if I can have her number.
Oh,
She's like,
okay.
I'll be like, can I have your number? She's like, I have a boyfriend. And I'll be like, word.
See, I'm so casual with it. If you like looking at me, give me the eye. You know what I'm saying? You twirling your hair, crossing the legs. I'm I'm gonna come at you and be like, okay, you must be interested. I'm interested in you. You know what I'm saying? Because you choose me. You like me. I'm gonna like you too. You know. So I'm not gonna. I feel like I realize men ask women, "Do you have a boyfriend? Are you seeing somebody?" If he asks that, that means you're already in love with the shorty. You even haven't been going out with her yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like I remember one of my boy I was seeing. He was a beta dude. He's very simp. When I was in college, all right, he always asks a girl, "Do you have a boyfriend? I like you." I'm like, bro,
Oh,
you're
what
not.
a fucking
I'm like,
simp,
bro,
dude.
you're not supposed to talk to a girl like that. I get it. He didn't have game. I get that. I'm like, bro, just be yourself and talk to, get to know her first. And then I remember when this shorty was trying to act. It was a beautiful black girl, African girl, and then he was like, he just approached this girl, and I was right there. I'm like, he's like, oh, look at this African girl. She's hot. She's attractive. No matter. She got big butt, big titties. I'm like, yo, there's no way you're gonna get that, bro. He's like, watch me. I'm like, don't do it. I'm like, I warned you, because this game sucks, bro. I'm like, don't do it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go do it because the usually you tell me not to do because you're gonna try to holler at her, right? I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. Just don't do it. I'm like, she's way out of your league. Even I knew she was way out of my league. Even I knew that. I'm like, she's no way I'm gonna have a chance with her, you know. And when I'll be like, hey, she was like, I have a boyfriend.
Before he said anything?
Before you even say anything. Before he even opened his mouth, he's like,
Some of these girls
hey,
are ruthless, bro.
yeah, but it wasn't, bro. She was the baddest African I ever seen in my life, bro. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna, bro. Like, that's the reason why men don't date up, because we date down, because there's no way I'm gonna be. If I knew you out of my league, like, I'm not even gonna try to holler at you. If you're not even looking my way, I'm not gonna try to talk to
Yeah,
you.
that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
If you're not even looking at me in any type of way, why would I come at you, talk to you?
Yeah, it's seen as too aggressive. It's like too creepy,
It's like mad creepy. It's like, okay, you're thirsty, so you see a ass, you see titties, you think you're gonna try to get that, But guys, all I'm saying is that going back to what we talking about, what everything that we just say, it's pretty much you gotta understand. You gotta see, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror, and the person you see in the mirror is yourself, right? You have to just chase and go after what you wanna. Because what I've noticed, I wish I'd done it back then, but I'm not gonna dwell on the past. Is if you're in your early 20s, your late teen, just focus on yourself. Like Richard Cooper said, just play it to win. You got nothing to lose. You're young. You know what I'm saying? So you chase excellence, and then you're gonna have the woman that that you desire, right? Because I was saying to my boy a couple days ago, I was saying, remember, the amount of money you make is the type of shorty you're gonna get. If you make 30 to 40K a year, you're gonna get threes and fours. Okay, if you make 70 to 80K a year, you're gonna get seven and eight. If you make 110 to 200K, you're gonna get the tens and up, right? So that's the way I always look at it. You know, it's like I, I understand that. You know, um, understand the the type of success or the type of money that you make. It's gonna determine the type of shorty, the type of woman that you're gonna have in your life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like John was saying too, just be realistic with yourself. Be. It doesn't help anything to live in a fantasy world. In any aspect, in terms of finances, in terms of your qualifications, in terms of like your game. Like just I would say the best thing you can do for yourself, all in all, is well, first take the red pill. You know what I'm saying? Break the cycle, for sure. But just be honest with yourself, no matter how much it hurts, bro. Just be fucking honest with yourself, bro, and just understand, bro. It doesn't fucking matter if it hurts right now, bro, because everything is healed with time. Is the best medicine, bro. Everything heals over time, bro. But yeah, it's funny. I was trying to even make this like 15-20 minute episode thing, but we got in. There's like 51 minutes right now,
Almost an hour.
Yeah, if you guys want to
10
see
more
more short former, we haven't even posted a short form video, but if you guys want to see more short form content, smaller podcasts or longer podcasts, you guys can comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe. We're definitely gonna get some more reaction videos out pretty soon too.
Yeah. So we just came back, guys, because I was moving, obviously, and my boy was helping me move. So you could see the scenery looks a little bit different where we're sitting at. Like, wow, what happened? If you caught, like, oh, they're in a different place or they're a different country now. We're the same spot but same town.
Even just like a different energy,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
energy.
We probably even just came out with you guys with a different energy, but
yes,
it's gonna come. We're coming back though. We're gonna be consistent. We're gonna start posting consistently, even more and stuff. So look forward to that, But you have any last thoughts or anything?
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, it's Direct Unfiltered. You could share it, share with your friends, share with your boys, because we're here to change. We're here to get you to take the red pill, pretty much.
We're here to break the cycle,
break the cycle and stop being a simp. You know what I mean? Like, for real though, like y'all worship, y'all worshiping these women like they're goddess. They're not goddess. If you with a woman, she should be lucky that she's with you. You know what I'm saying? So don't be asleep. Don't be asleep with these women, man. These women will make you catch feeling and fall in love with them, and the next thing you know, they got trash you out the door when you don't make 6-7 figures a year. So just be who you are. Just do what you gotta do. You're in your 20s. You're young. You got nothing to lose, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just be out there and chase excellent. If you're young, you're black. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on yourself. If you're in school, okay, you're in college and you just starting out, start a side hustle. Start doing research, being knowledgeable. Because they're not gonna teach you they're not gonna teach you anything, finances, business in school. They're not gonna teach you any of that shit. The only thing they're teaching you is how to be in debt. Be more in debt and shit like that.
Yeah,
like look at the dude, Steve Jobs and Warren Buffett, or the guy who with Amazon, Elon Musk. These guys drop out of high school and college. You know what I'm saying? And now we have take the opportunity, guys. There's so much opportunity in this world that I wish I took it when I was young because I was chasing bitches. You know what I'm saying? And then when I was chasing them, they're running away from me. To be honest, it's because I was too dumb to focus on myself and create a wealth for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing good, but I could have done better if I did chase excellent when I was in my early 20s, late teens and stuff like that. Right? So that's what I'm saying, guys. Still working unfiltered, guys. Thank you for coming. We'll see you later.
Do you
Direct Unfiltered.